With the 2026 World Cup just around the corner, it's time to make our prediction. But this isn't just any prediction. We're going to break this down with solid logic, squad analysis, and absolutely zero bias. Football top nations seem to be getting stronger every year, and with the emerging talents across the globe, this could be the most competitive World Cup we've ever seen. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you might just have a new favourite to lift the trophy. Now, let's set the scene. Argentina triumphed in 2022 after an unforgettable final against France, led by a Lionel Messi masterclass that cemented his status as one of the greatest to ever play the game. But 4 years later, the picture looks a little different. Messi will be 39, and while he's still capable of magic, Argentina can't rely on him the way they did in Qatar. Key veterans like Angel Di Maria and Nicolas Otamendi will likely be out the picture, meaning younger stars will need to step up. Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez, and Alejandro Garnacho have immense potential, but can they replicate the big game mentality Messi brought? The midfield led by Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister is strong, and their defence, featuring Lisandro Martinez and Christian Romero, remains solid. But is it enough to go back to back? History suggests repeating as champions is incredibly tough, and with stronger competition than ever, Argentina will have a mountain to climb. Let's be real, if you were placing a bet today, France would be your safest choice. Why? Because they have everything. Prime Kylian Mbappe leading the attack is already terrifying enough. Add that to an absurd supporting cast: Antoine Griezmann, Randal Colomwani, Ousmane Dembele, Christopher Nkunku, Bradley Barcola, Matthias Tel. France's midfield is just as dominant, featuring Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, Adrien Rabiot, and Warren Zaïre-Emery, all of whom could be in their prime by 2026. Then there's the defence. William Saliba, arguably the best centre-back in the world right now, will be pivotal. He's joined by Konate, Koundé, and Upamecano, providing world-class options at the back. At fullback, Hernandez, Malo Gusto, Benjamin Pavard, and Ferland Mendy add pace, width, and defensive solidity. With experience, youth, and an elite manager in Didier Deschamps, France are built to dominate. Anything less than a final appearance will be a disappointment. Now, let's talk about England. On paper, they should be among the frontrunners, but we've been here before. The talent is undeniable. Harry Kane, despite being older, remains one of the world's best strikers. Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins, and Tammy Abraham provide different attacking options. The midfield might be England's strongest ever. Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice will be in their prime, which gives England creativity, ball-winning ability, and leadership. Add in Phil Foden, Kobbie Mainoo, and Jacob Ramsey, and you have an incredibly versatile core. Defensively, England might not be as stacked as France or Brazil, but they still have solid options. John Stones and Levi Colwill could form a strong partnership, while fullbacks like Reece James and Kyle Walker bring world-class ability. But this time, the wild card is Thomas Tuchel. If he brings a club-like tactical cohesion to the squad, this could be the team that finally delivers a major trophy. But will they handle the pressure? That's the real question. Brazil will always be a contender, but the 2022 World Cup exposed some weaknesses. By 2026, they'll need to find a true system that brings the best out of their incredible talents. The attack will be frightening. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Endrick, and Rafinha could form a devastating forward line, even if Neymar is no longer the main man. In midfield, Bruno Guimaraes, Joao Gomez, and Andre provide solidity, while the likes of Paqueta and Casemiro add creativity and experience. Defensively, Brazil has always produced elite centre-backs. Marquinhos, Eder Militao, and Gabriel will be key figures, with goalkeepers like Alisson and Ederson remaining world-class options. Brazil can win it, but they need the right manager, tactics, and mentality to overcome the European powerhouses. Spain might not be the force they once were, but don't sleep on them. By 2026, they'll be built around young stars like Pedri, Gavi, and Lamine Yamal, with a midfield that can control games against any opponent. If they solve their striker dilemma, perhaps with Nico Williams or a rising talent, Spain could be a serious contender. Their classic possession style remains effective, but they'll need a killer instinct in front of goal to go all the way. Can Mikel Merino fill that role as a number 9, as he's been doing under Arteta? Let us know in the comments below. Germany are in transition, but by 2026, they could be dangerous again. With Florian Wirtz, Jamal Musiala, and Youssoufa Moukoko leading the new generation, there's a lot of excitement. And let's not forget Joshua Kimmich and Ilkay Gundogan, who could still be pulling the strings in midfield. Germany have been underwhelming in recent tournaments, but they know how to peak at the right time. If they sort out their defensive frailties, they'll be back in the conversation. When it comes to Portugal, if Cristiano Ronaldo is gone, this becomes the Rafael Leao, Bernardo Silva, and Joao Felix era. Portugal have world-class talent, but can they finally put it all together? The Netherlands' defence will be elite, with Virgil van Dijk, Matthias de Ligt, and Jurrien Timber. If they develop a world-class striker, they could surprise people. Italy shocked the world by winning the Euro 2020, but failed to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. Italy are unpredictable, but their defensive solidity and tactical discipline always makes them a threat. But now, let's actually come on to who wins the tournament. If we're talking pure squad strength and depth, France are strong favourites. They have the most complete team and experience of deep tournament runs. France's squad depth is ridiculous, with the Kylian Mbappe at his peak in 2026, plus other players coming into their prime, like Camavinga and Tchouameni. There'll be a serious problem. However, if England finally get it right, they have the talent to go all the way. A fresh positive approach from Thomas Tuchel could finally ignite that team full of potential. Argentina, Brazil, and Spain remain serious contenders, but they'll need everything to click at the right time. Spain's recent winning experience at the Euros will without doubt give them a massive confidence boost in the bigger games. And of course, there's always a chance of a surprise. Maybe we'll see a new name lifting the trophy. Who do you think will win the World Cup 2026? Let me know in the comments.